Students in Europe versus America. Many of us know about the American educational curriculum but are unaware of the gap and large differences in the European educational system in comparison. From my experience as a student over the years, I have learned the many ways that our educational system functions. However, I've always wondered what it was like for other people in the world going through school just like me. As an American student, I got to see a little glimpse inside the educational world of Europe about 5 years ago. This experience was brought on when a foreign exchange student from Germany named Leah came and lived with me for a year. She came to experience education in America and got to really see the true differences in the educational systems. She taught me many things about what it was like to attend school in Europe and told me many of the comparisons. This has made me more interested in the cultural differences in education, and I am here today to tell you the comparisons. Beginning with primary school, Europe and America start their learning process on two different paths. From the start, European students' grading system, curriculum, and teaching methods differ from American. The grades received in elementary school in Europe decide which high school you will attend later on. In America, students are taught the basics through elementary school, and high school isn't really a privilege. It is mandatory to learn a foreign language starting in primary school in all European countries. American students usually learn a foreign language in high school. The grading system varies in Europe and Germany. Grades go from 1 to 6, 1 being compared to an A, and the 6 can be compared to an F in America. Primary school in Europe is from grades 1 to 4, where in America it is usually 1 to 5. After finishing the primary grades, high school is the next big step. American students are all given the chance to succeed in high school. However, many European students don't even get the chance to go. European students are required to take a standardized test at the end of their 8th grade year that determines if they can attend high school. On the other hand, American students all get the chance to improve themselves through high school. In America, high school is usually grades 9 through 12 or 8 through 12. In Europe, it is anywhere from 5 to 10, 5 to 12, or 5 to 13. In America, when you finish middle school, you go to your county's nearest high school, and from there you can choose what kind of educational path you want to pursue. In Europe, however, your grades and test scores determine what kind of high school you will attend and your level of study. There are 3 different high schools generally in European schools, the gymnasium being the highest, while the other 2 are not as long and are lower in rank. Lastly, college life is described 2 different ways in these 2 countries. In Europe, it can be easier for a student to further their education in college compared to America. The Federal Reserve of New York states that the estimated American student debt is about $1 trillion. In Europe, students attend college for free or close to it because of public funding. The majority of college graduates leave with very little debt or none at all. In America, students generally live in dorms at least 1 year during their college years. It is a common part of the American college experience. On the other hand, European students don't live in dorms at all, but live in apartments or houses close by. Dorms are like a foreign idea to them. In America, the majority of universities have entrance exams that students have to pass or score high enough on to be able to attend the college. However, in Europe, only a few countries have any entry exams at all. In conclusion, there are many cultural differences between a student's life in America versus Europe. Both educational systems have their downfalls, but also ways that they are better than one another. European students are pressured at a young age to make good grades because their future is on the line if they don't pass certain tests. On the other hand, American students are encouraged to make good grades. However, all the students are given a chance to go to high school. Many American students go to college and come out thousands of dollars in debt or can't afford to go at all. In Europe, college is either free or close to it. Therefore, each system is very different from one another, both in curriculum and student life.